Poteman, that area where you live, you acquired your lease from government.
Yes.
So it was estate land that you rightfully bought.
Yes.
And you have a lease covering it between you and government of Ghana through acting through the Lands Commission.
Yes.
As your leaseor and you being a leasee.
Yes.
You also agree with me that you bought that land because that area was demarcated as a residential area.
Yes.
And that you bought it with equal right as any other person, be it a Ghanaian or a foreigner, with the ability to pay.
Rightly so.
How would you feel if any Ghanaian suggests to you that by mere fact that that is a government land, you have taken advantage to acquire, that therefore you are corrupt?
Well, Mr. Chair, what I will say is that I know the whole of East Legon was for the state. There are private people living there, people who had worked in government before, and others. Airport Residential was all state land. People acquired them legitimately and they are living there. I don't see anything wrong if it is done legitimately and rightly. And I've heard my colleague, the Attorney General, in answering question. If the Land Commission says they advertise, they say they are giving out this piece based on this procedure that is legitimate and you acquire, how can anybody say because of that you are corrupt? But obviously, as you may know, Chair, people have their own perceptions about things. I remember in 2013, in 2009-10, when the late Obutubilante bought the residence that he was in. And then people said morally it was wrong because if you were a minister and you were given a home, how do you end up buying it? And it went up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said that it was legitimately done. So far as I'm concerned, if you buy something legitimately and others are saying that, oh, because of this, let them challenge it in a lawful manner and let it be tested. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Honorable nominee, what do you say to some of our compatriots who hold the view that property acquisition is a crime?
Well, everybody has his view about things. I mean, with a greater respect, you may like to take alcohol. I don't. Maybe because my religion forbids. You may like to take pork. My religion forbids me and I accept and I don't take. You have chosen to have only one wife because your religion will not allow you to go more than one wife. My religion allows me to go up to 4 and I have 2. I mean, so everybody has his view about things. And once someone holds his view about things, and as you know, it's not challenged in a legal court to test that you are doing something illegal. I don't bother myself about that. And you know me in this house that many of you say that I have a thick skin because I don't really bother much about what you are thinking. I rather focus on what I believe is the right thing, and I try to do the best that I can and improve the Muntaka yesterday, the Muntaka of today to be better than the Muntaka of yesterday. That's my focus, but not what people go about saying. Thank you, Chair.
Back to your CV. page 1. Languages spoken and written. Hausa, Twi, Dagbani, and English. I know that some of your Dagomba friends taught you how to speak Dagbani. I don't know whether they taught you how to write Dagbani as well. Oh, I know.
No, Chair is right. I mean, we've had a lot of conversation, so he knows a lot more about me. Yes, I can say, Mr. Chair, permit me to amend this to cancel the unwritten. Because obviously, even the Hausa, I cannot write very well in Hausa. The only one that I can write very well is English. Even Twi, I can't write well, so it's an error or it's a mistake. So if permit me, I will amend it by just saying that language is spoken. Thank you.
Please, permission granted.
Honorable nominee, in Ghana, when a person says my hometown, in the ordinary meaning of it, what would a person be referring to? To what would lead a person to say Winneba is his or her hometown?
Well, my understanding of hometown is where you are born or where your parents are born or where your parents hail from or your grandfather hail from. So it's just too unfortunate that in our country, our belief is that make reference to only where your grandfather comes. But I think it's absolutely wrong. Because if we are going to do that, then all of us will leave this country. We will all not be Ghanaians. Because everybody came from somewhere, that moved to somewhere and somewhere and somewhere. So me, my hometown is Kumasi. That's where I was born and bred. That is where I have lived. I have siblings who do not even know Techima, not alone to get to Tamale. Yes, I'm a Southerner with a northern background, and I'm proud of it. I attended Tamale Secondary School. I get to know the families. I visited Kumbungu, where my grandfather hails from, and I'm happy to be a Dogumba, but I was born and bred in Kumasi, and I use Kumasi as my hometown, and I'm very proud of it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Share with us a bit of your northern background.
Well, my grandfather, I'm told, my great-grandfather, I'm told, hailed from Kumbung. My grandfather was born around Kumbung, grew up in Kumbung, moved in trading through Salaga and landed in Kumasi through the challenges that you know that exist between the north and the south. So my grandfather died in Kumasi. His grave was buried in Kumasi. My father grew up Kumasi, also died in Kumasi. My mother, born in Tamale and moved to Kumasi, I'm told, when she was just about 2 years, and has since been in Kumasi to today. I born and bred in Kumasi. My father has 41 of us. I'm number 14, and all of us born, I think with the exception of 2, that my father said they were born in Salaga. All the others, 39 of us, born and bred in Kumasi. And it is Kumasi that all of us have ever known. Our assets, our larger family. Yes, we have the extended family. We visit and we are proud of them. Some are in Salaga. Some of my sisters married, have taken them to Salaga. Some of my sisters are in Tamale. Ras Mubarak is my direct nephew. His mother is my direct sister. She's my father's fifth born. But she married, took her back to Tamale. Some of my siblings are in Germany. Some are in London, who are now British. Some are in America, who are now Americans. So I am born and bred in Kumasi, and I'm proud of that. And I see Kumasi as my hometown, and I will remain proud of being a Kumerican.